Hello to all my beautiful neighbors. Welcome to Britt's Block. I am Britt. As you come in, please like the video. That's me to get in the algorithm and see by more people. Also, if you have not hit the red button, shall go on that button, tell your neighbors, family, and friends, come on over to Britt's Block and find out what's going on. And make sure now you turn on your notification bell. Whenever I upload a new video, you'll be informed. And everything I'm saying is alleged and in my opinion. Hey, my little rays of sunshine. Y'all, when I say it's time to stop the violence, it is time to stop the violence in these schools. When the Bible says we are living in perilous times, y'all, we are. Wars and rumors of wars, mothers against daughters, fathers against sons. It is so much going on in this world. Now, yesterday in Wendell, Georgia, at Appalachian High School, 4 people were unalived, 9 injured at the hands of a 14-year-old little boy, Colt Gray. And it's like, what are you thinking about, or what is going on in your mind at such a young age? You feel like, I gotta pow some people. And he centralized on a special needs class. He go in here, I don't know what somebody could have done to him in a special needs class, and I'm going to unalive some people. One little boy, Mason, 14 years old, was autistic. And we as parents, in the mornings when we get up, we get our kids ready for school, get them fed, get them dressed, I love you, have a good day at school, I'll see you later. And your kids, I love you too, mama, see you later. And we go about our day. You think you don't send your kids to school, and nothing's gonna happen. But then to be that parent, like Mason parent, that I love you, I see you later, have a good day, and they don't come back. This mother went on Facebook yesterday, and the sister, and went around and was, putting out posts and asking people, have you saw Mason? He's 14 years old. He's at Appalachian High School. He's such and such size, and we are looking for him. He's autistic. We can't find him. We want to know where he's at, and nobody can find him. Only to find out that he was one of the kids that was unalive. To get that phone call, y'all, I know that's the hardest thing to have to do. I'm sorry to inform you that such and such didn't make it. I'm sorry to inform you that your wife didn't make it. I'm sorry to inform you that your husband didn't make it. Colt Gray unalived 2 students and 2 teachers. And this boy had a lot of issues. And just to know the fact that, y'all, this didn't have to happen, it makes me mad. This didn't have to happen. FBI got wind of this back in 2023. So we're going to look at this for a second.
FBI Atlanta responded earlier today to Appalachian High School following reports of an active shooter. Throughout the day, FBI personnel have been coordinating with and supporting local and state law enforcement. The FBI will dedicate all available resources, as requested, to seek justice and bring closure for the victims and their families. In May 2023, the FBI's National Threat Operations Center received several anonymous tips about online threats to commit a school shooting at an unidentified location and time. The online threats contained photographs of guns. Within 24 hours, the FBI determined the online post originated in Georgia, and the FBI's Atlanta field office referred the information to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office for action. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office located a possible subject, a 13-year-old male, and interviewed him and his father. The father stated he had hunting guns in the house, but the subject did not have unsupervised access to them. The subject denied making the threats online, Jackson County alerted local schools for continued monitoring of the subject. At that time, there was no probable cause for arrest or to take any additional law enforcement action on the local, state, or federal levels.
Okay, 2023, y'all got several, not one, several is more than two. Anonymous calls that somebody is talking about going to the school and pop on some people. So y'all find out where it was coming from. You go see this little boy and his family, and the daddy said, "Yeah, I got weapons." You ask the little boy, "Did you do this?" "Oh no." First of all, what student or what kid you know gonna tell you the truth that they put something out there? I want to unlock people. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna be like, "Yeah, it was me. I sure did." And then they said because it was not like they didn't have a location or a time, the little boy was just on their radar. Again, who gonna call you and say, "Well, you know, on October 31st at 3:15, I'm gonna go ahead and pop out of school up"? Don't just have on your radar. They need to do constant follow-ups to the little boy. And since you got wind of this, and not one person told you, but several people don't told you this, the weapons that daddy said he got in the house, I took them weapons to the precinct, the police station. If you want to go hunting, you'll come down here and check them out. And when you finish, you'll check them back in. I wouldn't give you that means to have something in your house because the daddy say, "Well, he unable to get them." Y'all, these kids these days are too smart. They can crack the code to a safe. So don't think they can't get into where your stuff is. They're too smart. I wouldn't put nothing past no kid. And to know that, looking at some things on Facebook, the mama has been DV'd, the daddy was abused as a child. So this little boy got so many issues that he has saw, and what they do, just look over it. We just gonna keep him on our radar. We ain't gonna get him no help though. Cause even several students said that if he came to class, when he came to school, he just sit back there and don't have nothing to say. That's why as parents, we need to pay close attention to what our kids are doing. Have conversations with your kid. Don't be, I'm talking to you. I'm your friend. I'm your parent, and I'm going to be that. I ain't going to be your best friend, but I'm going to be that person that you feel like you can come and talk to. I always tell my kids, my door is always open. You can talk to me about anything. I don't care what it is. Because when you out here talking to your friends, they're not going to tell you the truth because what? They ain't experienced life yet. They don't know what's going on. They just kids themselves. They can't tell you what it is to do this, that, and the other. How they going to know? All they doing is listen to what they don't heard somebody else say. My door is always open. We have to pay attention to what our kids are listening to, who they hanging around, what is going into their spirit. Because all it is it's so much demonic stuff out here, and so much bullying out here in these schools that the kids don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to do. Because back in my day, you got mad at somebody, y'all got off the bus, meet me here, and we're going to throw hands. We're going to throw rocks or sticks or something. But now it's so easy for a child to say, you know what, I'm just going to pop out somebody. And they're getting younger and younger, 14 years old. 14, y'all. And here you are today, these parents getting up. When you went laid down to sleep and woke up this morning, your baby that left home and went to school ain't no longer there. We have got to stop the violence. Main thing is, when November comes, get up and go vote. Whatever you do, we have got to keep Orange Glow out of office. Because we already know he ain't a good fit. He on a bunch of BS. So we don't had him one time. We don't tried him out. We figured that he was too small. He not fitting America well. He not making America great. He has already said if a police unallow somebody, he getting them off. Self-defense. And it's easy. Okay, well, if you got some pop-outs at your house, okay, have them. Do what you want to do. Y'all free to, this is America. You free to carry it. No. Because you got issues with these kids out here these days that don't know how to express themselves. And they feel like this is the easy way for me to do it. See, this little boy could have been snuffed out too yesterday by the police, but they let him live. And now you is 14 years old, trying as an adult. But then you got people in his family like his aunt right here.
Please, someone to get me in touch with GBI. I've tried calling. I'm not scared. Will not back down. Will not disrespect other parents and families that are dealing with this tragedy on the opposite end. They did not deserve this. I will not do anything but humbly support the families involved in this incident that did not ask to be participants. With that said, I will not leave my nephew standing alone. Nana Uvalde happened. I told my own children that only hurt people hurt people. I did everything I could to fight for my nephew, land my niece, and my other nephew. Y'all can go ahead and play the blame game all you want, but the families affected by my nephew's actions deserve all the attention now. I will take care of my nephew and what he needs on this side. Just check yourself before you speak about a child that never asked to deal with the bullshit he saw on a daily basis.
See this post right here? That feels like he shouldn't be tried as an adult and he shouldn't even have to go through all this. It's about the family. It's really sad to know that as an aunt, that you know this little boy got issues. You don't know what he faces on a day-to-day basis. But if that's the problem, why didn't y'all go get this little boy help? So at this point right now, it's not only the FBI that dropped the ball, but it's the family that has dropped the ball, because you know that this boy has things going on that's traumatic in his life, but nobody is stopping and seeing about him and saying, look, let me get you some help. How are you doing today? What's going on in your mind? Until it's too late. Until the day when you wake up, he is not on unlocked 4 people, and now you want to be concerned about him being tried as an adult. And he did adult things. You need to be tried as an adult. And you worry about your family and about, I'm going to take care of my nephew. Nobody ever said don't see about him. But you seen about him a little too late. You should have seen about it before all this happened. I mean, so it's like, get out of our faces with that mess. Because while you writing this ignorant post, what you should be doing is keeping your mouth shut, because this time right here, you got family that are grieving. We're not worried about you. You got families out here that are grieving over the loss of their family members, and you talking about your nephew. See, that's what we go wrong too. Because as parents, we want to right our kids wrong. He ain't wrong. You want to stand behind right. When the teachers call y'all at school from school, go see about your kids. If they see your child doing something, go see about them. See, America has got to the point where they have made parents afraid of their kids, because they always want to say, well, if your parents spank you, call us. Call 911 and we going to come. You know what? Let my child call 911. Because while you calling them, call CPS. Because you finna get out my house. You're not finna run the roost where I pay my bills and lay my head. You're not gonna run this over here. And because the police will tell you a lot of times, well, they under age of 18, you can't put them out. You know what? Then okay, I'm gonna take your little ass over here to the police department, to the fire station, to the hospital, and I'm gonna drop you off. Because they say if you abandon your kids at those places right there, that you ain't gonna go to jail. So I don't care if you 17, 18 years old, I'm abandoning you right there. You got to go. Police said that I can't control you. Then you got to get out of here. You going somewhere other than right here at this house. So we put the kids on the teachers between the hours of 7:45 to 3:45. This your responsibility. No, it's not. Y'all, I worked in the school district for 10 years. I worked in sped transportation. And a lot of our kids on our buses were not just special needs. They were also behavior. You can't act right over here on a regular ed bus. Because every time you turn around, they got to stop the bus. You always getting rolled up. Something happening. So we're going to we just going to throw you over here. And it shouldn't be like that. Kids these days are getting out of hand. The violence is the rate of fights and everything. It's just too much going on. And these days, it's too easy for these kids. Back when I was growing up, if you got sent to alternative school for fighting or whatever reason you got over there, and they assign you there for 30 to 60 days, your parents had to get up and take you to school every day. And every time they thought about they got to get up every day and take you over there, and you normally ride the bus, they just want to drop kick you in your throat. So it's like, now it's too easy. You get in trouble, what happened? They just send the bus to come get you. So the parents ain't got to worry about it. Now we're going to send a bus over here, and you go over there at school and act cut up over there. And I get me another 36 days. It don't matter. Why? Because they telling us we can't handle our kids. We can't send that to them. But again, in my house, you live here, I can say something to you. So let's look at this assistant right here, Candace Rogers. Sandra Rogers, I'm sorry, y'all. She, assistant principal, was called to the classroom. The little boy is in here. He don't rip through the classroom like a Tasmanian devil. Don't tow the classroom, all the kids out of here. So come over here and see about it. She go in here. He throwing chairs and desks. She called the chair mid-air. He throw another one. She's hovering and saving herself with this chair right here. Another principal come in, and he throwing chairs at her too. Next thing you know, she got caught in the eye with a hanger because she didn't move quick enough, and her eyes started talking. Now she blind in one eye. This little boy right here, 11 years old. Behavior. See, it all starts at home. And when these parents come out, you know what? They don't do that at home. They good. Lies. Who you know gonna be an angel at home, go to school, be a devil? They doing the same thing at home. You just afraid to say so. You just afraid to get them some help. You just want to put them off on somebody else. Whew, this a break. They going to school. It's a break. I'm telling you, so many parents probably went crazy during COVID with these bad kids because they couldn't go to school. So now here you is. Now you got to teach over here. They can't see out of one eye because your child over here throwing stuff, acting a monkey. And what you do, you put it off on them. And then the school districts now, they so scared that parents are going to sue them because the first thing the parents do, when they call you and tell you your child is showing up or doing this, do something. Suspend them. I'm going to go to the school district. I'm going to sue the school district. And what they do, they make the school afraid of them. I heard that y'all so many times. We have these kids and the parents. Don't say to that parent right there when you go get them, cause they'll sue the school to sue them. Cause they ain't gonna get on this route right here and that crazy. Not while I'm on here. I will sit beside you and whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Do it again, see what's gonna happen. Don't play with me. Because you got parents and you got teachers afraid to talk to the kids. And then you got teachers these days don't even want to teach no more. It's like they see your child come, oh hell, I was hoping they was going to be out today. I should have got sick. And it should not be like that. What teachers don't even want to come to school. See, back in my day, y'all, I'm telling you, my mama taught me a lesson firsthand Go to school and show out. Where you show out is where you're going to get wore out. I'll never forget 5th grade. I went to St. Anthony's. I went to Catholic school. And you know, I have my little nice little uniform, my little pleats in my skirt, my little knee socks, honey, going on in here. We pull up, my teacher come to the car. I need to talk to you about Britt. So she said, can you park? My mama here, my mama going there park. I'm standing beside the teacher thinking, okay, she gonna have something good to say about me. You think? Britt has been picking at this student. She has been calling him an egghead. And, you know, she has been so mean to him. My mom looking at me like, you have? You have? I can't lie. So I'm like, yes, ma'am. Okay, stay right here. Stay right here. Don't move. I had an aunt that lived, her house faced the back of the house faced the school. My mama tried it right on over there. Got her a switch off that bush. I call them a switch tree. Got her a switch. Pulled them little leaves off, came over there, and my mama went to work. You hear me? I got a whooping on the breezeway. Kids still pulling up, getting out the car, watching me get my brakes beat off me. So, here goes Sister Mary Margaret. You can't do that here. My mama said, you keep coming any closer. The closer you come, the longer I'm going to whoop her. I'm like, lady, get back. Go to y'all find something to do. I got this over here. You going back over there. Stop playing. Quit walking this far. I got this. And after she finished whipping me, you think I went home? No. Go in that bathroom, clean your face, and get back to class. I went to the bathroom, cleaned my face, nursed my little whelps on my leg. Got in, I told that little boy, I said, I'm going to get you at the playground. I'm going to push you down here. I ain't learned my lesson yet, y'all. So I'm like, yeah, I learned that day. You will not be in these people's school acting crazy. And then we're going to fast forward to my daughter. One day I got a call from a teacher, and that wasn't the first time. So I told this man, I said, what time is your class? He told me, I said, okay, my route get off at such time. I'll be at that school. I went and told my supervisor, I said, if I don't come back, I'm probably locked up. I nicely went to that school, went in and signed in, went to her class, walked in, I had a belt around my neck. Everybody in the class was looking at me like, who mama is this? And her eyes was big as saucers. And the teacher, he just standing there, I think he's scared too. He said, who can answer this question? She can. Raise your hand. And when class was over, I nicely held her hand, walked her to the next class and said, ma'am, do you have any problem with her because I can stay here and sit in your class? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So, because I'm not playing with you. I'm not finna come up here on these people dime and they up here trying to teach the people that want to learn and you up here running your mouth. You won't run it again? If you're not here to learn, that's your problem. But other people are here to learn. They want to be something when they grow up. And we send our kids to school with behavior problems and doing stuff, fighting. Y'all, it's time that we stop this. It's time that we sit down with our kids and talk to them because as parents, we are scared now to send our kids to school. And I feel so bad for those students that had to physically see that, and for those students that are at the school all together, and the teachers that are now going to have to mourn the loss of their classmates and their colleagues because a student felt like he had to come in here and unalive these people. Now these kids and these parents, they're scared to send their kids to school. We had an issue here in my state with a student about a year ago to go in school and unalive a little boy because he was bullying him. So we need to start listening. If it's in the teachers on here, start listening to these kids. This little boy has tried to tell people, look, he is doing this to me. Nobody wants to listen, y'all. We got to open our ears. And I know even though they kids and we feel like we the adults, we still got to listen. Our kids are crying out for help. They're crying out, help me. But yet we don't want to listen till it's too late. Don't let it say it to be too late. If your child has issues, and don't be embarrassed. Main thing is, don't be embarrassed. Some people be like, I don't want nobody to know that my child is suffering with this. So your child won't be the only one. These kids, 14 years old, taking unaliving somebody, 11 years old, destroying the classroom because you feel like, what are they gonna do to me? And parents know that they need help. And if it ain't the parents, the teachers. Sit down and talk to these kids, find out what's going on. Why, or what is in your brain? Why is it working this way? Because my thing is too, I fought the FBI. I fought a lot of people in this situation right here because when you already know something's going on, get them off the radar, go see about them. Y'all, but it's time that we, in these days, stop the violence, talk to our kids, get with the teachers, have meetings to see how as a community, it takes, when they say it take a village to raise a child, there ain't no lie. And stop being that parent you feel like ain't nobody saying that to your child. Don't you better not say nothing to him. You what? Say something to mine. Mine doing something, say something to him. Back in the day, oh, the whole neighborhood could say something to you. By the time you don't got home, you don't got hit by 10 people. I'ma tell your mama. Everybody tell your mama what you done. And you got in trouble. Y'all, but please, we have got to remember these 4 people, these 4 individuals that are no longer here. Because I know it's a hard thing to do to wake up this morning and realize that your loved one, that all they did was went to school and was unalived, and now they're not even here. And the kids that are doing this stuff now is younger and younger. Y'all, again, talk to your kids. Build a rapport with your kids. Let your kids know that I can talk to my mama or my daddy or my auntie or whoever raising them about anything. And if you just a teacher or a godmama, have that open door. My door is always open for my daughters. Y'all come and talk about anything. We can even talk about ex, because I don't go out here in this world and listen to nobody because I'm the parent. Have that line of communication with your kids. If your kids got friends, know who their friends are. Who they hanging around. And not only that, know the friends' parents. Look at what they looking at on TV. What are they on the computer? Because back when I was growing up, see, we didn't have all that. We had to write letters. You had a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, and you wrote your letter to whoever. Now you can just make a text, shoot it on. I'm gonna have to write you a letter, mail it, or either when I see you do it in the hallway on your next period, give you this letter. It's too much going on in the society these days. It's these songs, this hard rap. I'm gonna go and bust you up here. I'm gonna do that. Da. No, pow pow pow. No, unnecessary. But y'all, as I leave you seeing these 4 people. Remember them throughout the day. Pray for them. Pray for their families. I say again, it's the hardest thing to get that call to say, I'm sorry to inform you. But in November, get out here, y'all, and vote. Vote. I'm going to say it one time, vote. And also, go to Dr. Shanita Foster's page and you can go to Uppity, and when Tay Talk, they got a link, and I'll put the link down in my chat, to help the kids over in Africa. She's raising money for them to have an orphanage. Y'all, we are fortunate over here. We may have some issues, but we are fortunate to have somewhere to lay our head and have the necessities. Not everybody, and I pray for them too, but over there, the things that feminine products that they need, these kids out here that don't have nowhere to go. So if you can help support this movement with these kids over in Africa, Yes, I know we have issues here too. I know people are like, well, it's your problem over here too. I know that. I ain't crazy. So that's why I give to different various organizations when I can for things that's over here. But it's the world. We are the world. So y'all, if you can, donate. If you don't want to, just donate. Just give. But anyway, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's have a great day on purpose.